stolen. Yoink. G'day guys, just thinking and talking about demons with my buddy, and I've been listening to some interesting stuff lately. This American guy who ran a psychologist practice in a jail in America, and he's kind of Christian, but he's New Agey as well, and it gets a bit gross, which verifies my fears of people waking up and then getting sucked into New Age practices. It happens very regularly. But anyway, this guy says that all the schizophrenics that he talked to in jail, all the voices would say the same things. And he found that fascinating, and he kept asking them what the voices would say. And he came to the conclusion, and this was like a secular psychologist who had been taught that the voices are just a chemical imbalance in the brain all of his life. He came to realize through asking, inquiring about what the voices would say, came to the conclusion that they were demons. That they were like out of the world entities that were messing with these people's minds. And so he started looking into it. He started like really delving into it, and set out the different patterns of the things these demonic entities would say to the schizophrenics. Now, I'm of the opinion now that there's full-blown spiritual possession, and then spiritual, was it oppression? Oppression, yeah. Possession and oppression. So possession's like, the big bad poltergeist stuff where, the guy's floating and levitating and talking in tongues, and then I think there's another level where Christians can get prone to this, is we can be hassled by these things in our minds, and the demons have learnt to camouflage themselves and hide, and they're really, really good at it. So we put all these mental health labels on it, and I'm feeling a bit down today. I've got these negative thoughts going on. I think not all the time. I think we can have negative thoughts. I'm not saying that doesn't happen on our own, but I think sometimes we accidentally open a door unknowingly, and whether it's fear or anxiety or whatever, you start hearing those voices. And I know a lot of people that struggle with this, the negative thought patterns and the anxiety. It's anxiety, I think, is what I think that would translate to being spiritually attacked. And it's the thoughts that go, oh, that person's mad at me because they didn't pick up the phone, and then they messaged me back like an hour later and they said the wrong word, and I bet they're talking about me. I bet they're all talking about me. That kind of stuff, like that spirally kind of thought process that makes you either angry at people or splits up or divides, or makes you I think they make you want to do self-destructive behaviors. So if someone hears those voices pretty clearly, the voices have also tricked the host, or not the host, I'll say the person that's being oppressed, into believing that it's just their own thoughts. And I don't think if you're one of those people that have a lot of negative thoughts and you're constantly anxious and fighting with yourself and getting in drama with people because your mind just keeps spiraling, I think that you've got a separate entity that's messing with your mind, and somehow they've got a way in, and they're just feeding you all of that negative stuff. And that's because they come to steal, kill, and destroy. They work together. The person sitting next to you might have the same voices in their head, and you'll find maybe there's just people that you just explode with. But it's because maybe that voice knows how to trigger your voices, and then your voices are whispering in your ear, you see, it's all real. They hate you. That's what they said. And I think, oh, there he is. I think we need to be a bit more wary, rather than ignoring the spiritual realm. Be a bit open to the fact that there might be legitimate spiritual oppression in Christians. So just something to think about, guys. Just something I've been wrestling with lately, and let me know what you think. God bless.